Happy 50th birthday, Jen!
Happy 50th birthday, Jen.
Happy birthday, Jen.
Hey Jen, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Jen.
Hey Jen, happy 50th birthday. Hope you have a good one.
Hey Jen, happy birthday.
I don't know if you remember this story, but I may have actually told it to you before, but I remember this one time when we were kids. We were probably maybe 3rd grade, 4th grade. I'm not even sure, but it was at the Cedar Grove house, and we were far too young to be wandering off into the woods alone. But
Whenever I think about any memories that I have, I realize that I don't have a lot, and that's probably because I was so young and that you were spending so much time taking care of us.
And I have so many good memories. One includes rushing home after school when you had your back surgery, and I just love to come home and run into your room and to see you.
So when I think about probably the most influential times that you have been a part of my life, it has to be, I think, when you had just started UMR and I was still in high school because I was just about 16.
we were in the woods, and we were by ourselves, and we got lost. And I remember being really nervous because the sun started to come down and it was getting dark.
One of the things I remember is just you being able to help pay for things when we were younger and help Mom out. I remember one, I think Christmas, where she gave you some crisp $100 bills, and it seemed like the most money I've ever seen in my life because she was paying you back for something.
So it's these times when I think you taught me how to drive a stick using that old gray Ford Escort that you had. And so like playing your patience with me, they'll teach me how to drive a stick so I could, so then I knew how to drive a stick for my first car.
I'm pretty sure you taught me to drive a stick also.
And another thing, I think maybe I've thanked you before, the red Mazda.
We were in, I don't know which car it was, if it was your red Mazda or the Ford Escort, but we were driving home from practice and you were taking me home.
I don't know if I ever paid you for that, so if you want $1,000 or however much it was that I owe you, let me know.
And it was right there by the Huffman Trailer Park. And we were turning right and you didn't see the car in front of you. You thought they went and you ended up rearing into the car.
I had that feeling where, you realize, oh, this could be bad.
But then also just so many times when I just remember coming over to your apartments or wherever it was, and just talking.
I remember we just kind of sat down and tried to collect ourselves and try to figure it out.
And I remember talking about just random stuff for forever, and you must have, I don't even know if you were even listening to it because it was just kind of nonsensical stuff.
I was in high school and you were at UMR in your apartment, and you letting me come because I hadn't done a research paper, and I'd spent all night at your apartment getting my research paper done and printing it on your dot matrix printer right before class starts. But
It seems like I remember talking about how much I liked Guns N' Roses albums for some reason.
thank you for letting me use your computer and printer at that time.
The young me that has no memories still thanks you very much for the amount that you did for us back then.
My best memories are not of one thing, but just kind of looking up to you the whole time.
We kept looking and we kept trying to figure out where we were, where we already went, and we finally made it out. So
I tried to follow what you did as much as I could. So when I was signing up for classes for high school, I'd always think, what classes did Jenny take? And I had to take the same classes she did.
but I remember that story because it's one of those times where, you were there for me.
But then also in all those times, that's how I got turned on to the Indigo Girls, listening to all your lesbian folk rock.
Until you did the AP calculus class and I couldn't keep up, so I do what I can. And then even at UMR, I'll watch you on campus You got me my first job there at the outdoor activity rental, which was pretty cool.
We went for a bike ride, and you were a much better bike rider than I was, and I'm still not very good, but I crashed into you and I felt so bad. But
You helped me with my homework. You helped me with thermodynamics, even though you got an A and I got a C in that class.
Maybe that was the escort, because probably why you got the Mazda later on.
And those are like some of the things that have really I've kind of carried with me this whole time.
Outside of that, remembering trying to call KUMR radio or have you play a bunch of like Suzanne Vega and Violent Femmes on KUMR radio, because I thought it was cool that you worked at the radio station.
you listening to Duran Duran in your room, and me wanting to be in there with you listening to music because I thought you were cool, which you still are.
But I don't know why I remember that moment. I just do.
And then you've always been there. Like, I can't tell you how many times I hit you up for money, though I think I've actually paid you back every bit of it, but you're like my payday loan pretty consistently for a lot of those times.
You've been great to me. You've been great to my kids, Joey and Alex. When things were rough, you came and helped me out.
Because whenever I think of Mom trying to raise 7 kids as a single parent, I know there was no way that she did it on her own, and that you had a big part to do with that.
Thank you for working at McDonald's when you were 16 and helping Mom pay bills.
I wanted to thank you for everything that you've done, especially when we were young, and I know you were helping out, taking care of us.
That must have been really hard, but at least she always said you were her favorite, so maybe it made it all worth it.
And really kind of helping me kind of get through spots and getting through everything.
You've always been generous to Joey. When I couldn't afford things, you helped out. You got him some of the things that he wanted.
And so I think having that, those moments where you were a mentor to me, whether you do it or not, or whether I knew that's what it was or not.
I think it started when we were little and you were in high school, and and how well you did academically, and making sure I can kind of follow in your footsteps as we went through high school.
I just try to follow whatever you did. You raised us.
I just always kind of like being around you and just being able to hang out and talk.
I'm really proud of you, Jen. I know that you made a lot of friends along the way. I was really proud of you when you joined the Peace Corps.
That just kind of leads me to the idea that I really admire all the things that you've done in your life, and some of the things that you have tried and accomplished that I know I probably never would ever do, like doing competitive bike racing or doing your triathlons, but then also doing things that were important to you, like joining the Peace Corps and doing that.
I love that you're running for the school board. I really hope you win. I think you're going to do great.
And now doing the school board, I really admire the things that you have done in your life.
Happy birthday, Mom, and happy Halloween. I love you so very much, and you've been a great mom.
Finally hit the big 5-0. I know you have many more years ahead of you with you and your lovely family. Just wanted to give you a quick shout out. Thank you for all of your support that you've given me over the years, especially with music, getting me the Kramer.
Happy birthday, Aunt Jenny.
Say happy 50th.
Happy 50th. Rubble, you're the big.
I know you've got a lot of things going on, so I wanted to wish you the best of luck on all of your endeavors. Once again, happy birthday. We'll see you soon.
And you've been a great wife as well, and I love you more than anything. Thank you so much for being who you are, and for making this family great. So happy birthday.
Just want to tell you that I love you, and I want to thank you for all that you did for me when I was growing up as a kid.
But it was just, you were always someone, especially in those years, that I could just go hang out and talk to. Great. And I love it, and I love you for it. So happy 50th birthday, Jen, and thank you for everything. Bye.
And it was greatly appreciated for everything you do. So we look up to you, and we love you very much.
just want to say thank you for everything that you've done.
You helped me out a lot over the years, especially when times were tough. You literally and figuratively got me out of the woods. And for that, I love you and happy birthday.
I love you very much. Happy birthday, Jen.
But anyway, again, happy birthday. I hope you have a good one, and I will talk to you later. See ya.
Thank you, and I'm so happy that I have you in my life, and you're my sister, and I love you. Happy birthday.
But I love you, and I thank you, and happy birthday.
Happy Halloween.
And happy Halloween. Thanks. Bye.
We're gonna spike the noses right off our faces.